Absolutely beautiful views this morning over the fields. We're taking a slightly different dog walk, just because the field that we usually walk over has been ploughed, and the sausage dog legs do not work on ploughed land. So this is a lovely, like, different route that we take, which we kind of take it more in spring summer, don't we?
Yeah, because it's via the pubs.
And we also get to walk past the church, which is really nice. It's actually a very lovely view up there.
Just about to go through the mushroom
Oh yeah.
pile of two.
Yeah. Do you know, every time I see a mushroom, I think of
Mushroom.
that too, but I think of Fern, the girl that I did the foraging thing, because she was like mushroom girl. So now whenever I see a mushroom, I think of her. How weird is that?
It's quite logical.
Yeah, it's lovely. Come on, soggy dumplings. Morning, mallards. Very blustery today. Goodness me. This was what Mr. Millen Gordon was talking about. This mound of manure that is riddled with little mushrooms. Little mushroom. The weather at the moment is exceptional. So overnight we've had like the most torrential rain, I think, that I've heard for a long time. But then you wake up to blue skies, sunshine. The garden is going to be, oh, enjoying this so much. But it's a little bit windy today, so coats on and a little bit warmed up. If you can hear rattling, it's my coffee cup round my neck. Good morning, everyone. I am back from the dog walk, and whilst the weather has stayed beautifully sunny, it has got rather blustery, and it feels like a true spring day. I think it's also going to be a madhouse today here. We are having our windows and fascias repainted, obviously in line with English heritage. And we've got the guys here working. We've got Ken and Graham, they're back in the house. They've actually been here quite a lot because we've got them painting a few little bits and pieces, like these little boxes that you can see on the wall, those kinds of things. We're having them painted. I did suggest this to Ali a few years ago, and he was like, no, we're not doing that, it's ridiculous. And I was like, Ali, it's ridiculous keeping them white. So we've had them zinsered, and they're soon going to be painted, like colour coded to each of the rooms, so that it's a bit more sympathetic, because I find these things so bizarre. They're just there all the time. I am wearing a beautiful sage green cord dress from Beaufort and Blake. I had the biggest Beaufort and Blake order arrive, and I have been saving these items to show you. I haven't done very well at saving them. I've already worn the shirt. I got this beautiful classic brushed cotton white shirt from them, and I've worn it so much already. I was also wearing one of their sort of half button-ups this morning on the dog walk, which was one of it's like in a sagey green colour. If you like green, you'll like Beaufort and Blake, and I feel like there's my colour palette is very much in line with everything on their website. There's a lot of like striped blue and white, there's a lot of chambray, maybe a little bit sort of denim-y, but also the greens and the whites and the classics. Anyway, this dress is gorgeous, a perfect midi dress for daytime wear, and still looking lovely. It's very, very comfortable as well. As always, I've belted it because that's just me, but I have some lovely bits to show you from them as well. I also have to show you what arrived this morning. Oh my goodness, I tracked down this book and I'm so happy about it. This is The Tulip by Anna Pavord. I saw this at Keythorpe Hall and I fell in love with this book so much. It has the most beautiful illustrations in them. Oh gosh, I'm so excited. I thought that I would treat myself to this. It was in such wonderful condition. I found it in a book in the Cotswolds in Stroud, and I managed to find one in such good condition, and I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I just love it. I'm looking forward to giving it a read through, but the reason why I bought it and could justify it, I guess, is because obviously I planted loads of tulips this year. It's the first time I've ever done it, and they are in the midst of emerging from the new flower beds. So this was my sort of homage to that. I think I might put like a little note in here somewhere. Oh, there is a note. I haven't even... Oh, it's a first edition. Oh Oh my goodness, I managed to track down a first edition. Well done me. I mean, these aren't expensive and I doubt that these are collectors, but I just really like beautiful books. So what I'm going to do probably is write a little note in here, and if it's found later on in life when I'm no longer here, they'll know that this was a very special book and it commemorated a very special time. And that is my outfit of the day today, and lots happening. I'm having the inside of my greenhouse like cleaned from top to bottom today, so it's going to be all ready and looking brand new. I have this done every year, and I can't believe this. This is my third year of having my greenhouse. Can you believe it? 3 years! 3 years of my greenhouse. And honestly, when I paid for it, I was like, I'm so not sure about this. And to know now that like I have just fallen in love with that space is just, oh, I love it so much. I do also have a Beaufort and Blake discount code, and I thought that was really important that I got this in early, so if you did want to buy anything, you can. It's Lydia M15. It will get you 15% off at Beaufort and Blake, and I think that there will be some classic, there's some shorts in here which I think you are going to absolutely love. But yes, I've got some bits and pieces to show you. So it's Lydia M15, and it's valid from the 27th of March until the 27th of April. So if you want to and ah, if you want to maybe buy some now and buy some next month, whatever it is you want to pick up, you've got some time to do so, which I think is good. So I'll pop it on screen and pop it in the description box down below just in case, but I've got some gems to show you. Tonight, I might be heading over to see my friends Alex and Alex. I'm waiting for confirmation on that. And tomorrow we have such an exciting day. Ali and I are heading into London because I've been invited to Garrard, which is, I believe, a royal warrant holder jewellery brand, very, very established in Britain. And they've invited me to afternoon tea with them, and I'm going to be trying on some of their tiaras, which I have never worn a proper diamond or bejeweled tiara in my life, and I could not pass this opportunity up. So we're heading to their store for afternoon tea, but we thought we'd make a bit of a day of it and head down to London. What I want to do is just have a little shop with Ali, because we never get to do things like that in London. I do think he's regretting agreeing to come though, because he has tonight, he's going to a dinner with Schuster and Hicks in London, and I think it's going to probably be a late one, and we're going to be getting up early. So yeah, I think he's maybe regretting it a little bit, but I am going to live my best life going shopping in London. And it's also going to give me a good opportunity to, Port is losing his mind because there's so many people here, but it's going to give me a good opportunity as well, because I want to do a little bit of future engagement ring shopping. As you know, I'm not one of those people that feels like I'm going to wear the same ring for the rest of my life. And I totally have no judgment on anyone that does. For me, it's something that I really like. I like playing around with styles, I like trying different things, and I love jewellery as well. I get that so much from my grandma. And so I just want to sort of start perusing what is on offer. I was looking at the Ashoka diamond from Boodles, but I've never been to Garrard before, so I'm kind of excited to experience and get to know the brand a little bit more as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So that's what's on the agenda in this vlog that I'm going to be taking you with me for. Somebody is calling me. Who is calling me? Middlesbrough. Hello. I have been also planning a little video for my TikTok for my three favorite spring fragrances, and I think the bottles tell you how much I love them because they're all like half empty. So I thought I'd quickly pop it in here as well. Obviously Highgrove Bouquet, it's a collaboration between Penhaligon's and Highgrove, which is His Royal Highness's house, palatial house. And the gardens there are exquisite, and basically it is apparently said that this is based on the fragrance of the weeping lime tree, which is the white blossoms that are on that tree. Apparently this smells just like it. It is one of my most worn floral fragrances, and it's kind of an all-rounder. Like, I was wearing this over Christmas as well. It definitely doesn't have to be seasonal, but it is one of the most beautiful seasonal scents I think I've ever come across. You've seen me wear it so much. This is I was very devastated when I left this bottle in the toilets at, where was I? The Goring. So yes, that's one of my favorites as well. The next one is Serge Lutin, which this is Fleur d'Orange, and this is absolutely beautiful. So this is inspired by the women of Morocco and basically how they harvest the blossoms from the orange trees in Morocco. Is they hit them with sticks, and the orange trees drop their blossoms and it smells incredible. And this is basically inspired by that, and it really is such a beautiful floral fragrance. And I feel like the one thing that I notice about a lot of my fragrances, there's always something to soften the florals for me. So I believe it's in this one, in Fleur d'Orange and High Grove Bouquet, there's also cedarwood, which I find is definitely a particular fragrance that I find softens florals really in like a really nice modern way. The same is done with this one, and it is beautiful. So it's not that like sickly sweet floral that you might be used to, or that quite like old lady floral. These are like modern florals where you're going to feel elegant, you're going to feel classic, but you're still going to feel like you smell and you have one of those fragrances that people are like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? And you'll always have something quite unique to respond with. What I like is quite unique fragrances in this way, and this is definitely one of them. And then finally, this is definitely one that you would have seen a lot of. This is Soleil de Provence from L'Artisan Parfumeur. This is the transitional fragrance that I didn't know I needed and now can't live without. This was developed by Daphne Bougie, who is just a dream. She was such a dream to get to know on the trip. And this is basically, it's got lemon, it's got benzoin, it's got the powdery mimosa flower. Sorry, I don't know why my mind went blank for the most important ingredient in this. It's beautiful. It's got that freshness from the lemon, it's got that summery kind of sunshine fragrance from the benzoin, and then that powdery elegance of the mimosa flower really makes it a fragrance that isn't just for the transitional season. I must say, you can obviously wear this from winter to spring, but this is going to see you through spring and summer perfectly. I would say it's limited to the spring-summer months, but I love a seasonal fragrance. I like changing my fragrance up through the seasons, and this was so unexpected for me because they sent us an array of fragrances and I picked this one out and I was like, this is my favorite, and it was the one that we were doing the trip for and that I got to work on. So for me, amazing. And I wanted to tell you about my 3 sort of favorites. I'll link them down below for you. I think personally, if you like floral fragrances but you want that more modern edge, you are going to love them. You are. So yeah, I thought I'd tell you about those before I get into anything else. I'm going to check what's going on with the house at the moment because, like I said, Ken and Graham here, we've got my greenhouse being cleaned. So before I pop out for sushi with the girls, I thought that I would show you some of my favourite bits from Beaufort and Blake, because you absolutely loved this brand last time I showed you it. So hopefully I've got some new bits to show you that you are going to love. I feel like my sheep jumper is going to go down in history, and I really, really hope that in the future Beaufort and Blake do more like of those styles. Like I'd love to see like a knitted, same complete like shape and silhouette, but like with tulips growing up. I know I'm obsessed with tulips at the moment. It's that time of the year. But this to me is, seeing as we're on the 2nd day of British summertime, it was like spring for about 5 minutes, and now yesterday was officially British summertime. It's not the summer solstice, but it's British summertime. And this to me is my dream. These shorts are like a no-brainer. These are high-waisted, but my goodness, I cannot tell you how many of these shorts that I have tried on, and the length, it just feels like they're sort of like really, really like high, whereas these just, I feel so comfortable. It's unbelievable. And this shirt is a classic white, like kind of brushed cotton shirt with beautiful detailing that Beaufort and Blake do. They always have these little touches that, even though this is a classic white shirt, it just adds intrigue. There's also little like embroidered bits here. I'm wearing my like little tank from my last video and also my basket from my last video. I've popped a little twilly with it, which just adds a bit of pattern and things like that. But this blue and white vibe with the tan, oh my god, I just live for it. So very, very happy with this. Obviously you can tuck the shirt in as well if you wanted to just go for like a shirt and be a little bit more covered up. I have a few different styles of shirts that I can show you as well. They do the stripe thing exceptionally well, so I'm going to try on the striped shirt with this as well. But like, look at the fit. They're so comfortable, like they're not cutting me up here. The fabric is a really good weight as well. It's almost like a thick linen cotton They're so simplistic and so beautiful, but yet so comfortable, and I feel like I look really well dressed, but in a summery way, which I just love. Oh my god, I'm so excited for the warmer weather. Okay, another shirt option. This has this beautiful pinstripe, and I feel like this is a slight soft off-white, and the fabric of this is just spectacular. This is 72% organic cotton, 23% cotton, and 5% pineapple. So this really is a true, like, natural material shirt. So if you're wanting something that is going to be breathable, but also knowing that it's like all natural fibers, natural materials, it's also a wonderful British brand as well, then this definitely is for you. And this would look wonderful with white jeans or some blue jeans if you want something like to wear for spring summer with some ballet flats and things like that. I've got a few shirts to show you with some jeans, but I thought I'd get these ones on for with the shorts. I love a little like throw over like this in spring summer. This is definitely like walking to the pub kind of vibes, just relaxed but still looking super smart. You can also obviously add jumpers over the top. I really love that more preppy look as well. So this is gorgeous and so easy to sort of match up with other things. I love things that look a little bit like your husband's shirt, that kind of vibe. Okay, I've just popped this outfit on quickly. I got these shoes today and I'm just trying to see if they go well with the bag. You'll have to let me know in the comments. But these jeans are like my staple jeans, especially in spring summer. They have no like frayed hems. I'm not into frayed hems. They've got no rips. They're just a smart classic pair of jeans. I wear these so much, it's ridiculous. I am still begging both of them, like, please more colours, please. Some more really classic denim colours, oh please. But yeah, I'm going to style it up with some shirts, but let me know what you think of these shoes, because Carrie's not sure on them, and neither am I. Okay, this one is a wild card. I've checked, this colour is definitely not on my like colour wheel that I got from El Corte Inglés, but I don't know, let me know if you think that it suits me, but I just could not resist how gorgeous this pink colour was. I feel like this is the kind of colour that would look amazing on Carrie, but with the white jeans, maybe it works. It feels super preppy, and again, I just love a shirt and jeans combination. You know, like, it was like a t-shirt and jeans, like, when you're younger, but a shirt and jeans and some cute ballet pumps for me is like just a great everyday look. You can also at this time of year pop like a nice jumper over your shoulders. I'd probably go for something maybe like oatmeal-y or something like that, just to kind of contrast everything. But this for me really is like, I love this. I love it, but let me know if you think it suits me. It's not on my colour wheel at all, but I do kind of like it. Like, I feel like it's very different for me. I'm totally not a pink person, but I feel like I'm becoming a pink person, especially when it's this beautiful. And it's obviously got the beautiful pinstripe detailing and all of the lovely like details that Beaufort and Blake always has on their shirts. So yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, I've topped up my lipstick because I was realising that my lips were looking a little bit crusty. I popped the Revlon Dewy Peach on. So this is obviously a very, very classic. This is like my happy place. And again, I don't think this is on my colour wheel, but I love it nonetheless. This is such a preppy vibe. I think this is probably what I'm going to wear to Alex's later. Just smart but casual, comfortable, but still really, really classic. And obviously this is also a Beaufort and Blake new jumper. This has got a cute little V-neck. Perfect for styling with like over shirts, but also popping over your shoulders and still looking super chic. Tan accessories to warm it up as usual, and very, very happy with how this looks. Yes, this is a win. And I've got a slightly like darker denim one, which I'm going to show you, which I think is a bit more like even more casual, but still looks nice. I'm going to put that one on. My gosh, I left you recording, sorry. Yeah, so this is the sort of more denim chambray kind of colour. This is a little bit more vibrant, but still pairs with classic colours so beautifully. And I've styled it with a crop top. This is how I love love when it's like really getting like warmer. It's all about the layers, so you can wear this if there's like a chill in the air or there's like some wind or whatever, so you can keep your shoulders nice and like warm essentially. And then also if it's really sunny, you can kind of drape it over your shoulders so you don't burn, but you have the opportunity to take it off, put it on, super pared back. I love it with the Provence basket bag as well, with a little twilly, because I feel like that's a really lovely look. And I think you can never go wrong, especially as a woman, having a good selection of shirts in your wardrobe, because even when I'm wearing leggings, I'll put a vest top and a shirt and I still feel so much better. That is a more casual one. I've got one more to show. I've got two more to show. There's so many that I want to show you, but there's also other bits as well. I'm just showing you double time now, but this is like, I love this. I've got this in like the autumn wintry brushed cotton. In a darker, like it's like a deep navy, and I wear it so much. This is obviously the spring summer version, again super casual, but you can wear it like tucked in. Just a really lovely one. And of course you can drape the jumper over your shoulders. I'm doing this like real quick time because I realise whenever I show you both leg stuff, I have so much to show you, so I'm trying not to like love, like actually love. And I've done this. So again, layers, it's all about the layers. And these jeans, I hope you're seeing how incredible these jeans are. They fit so beautifully, like the perfect crop. I'm 5'6", 5'5", 5'6", 5'6" on a good day, and I love that crop. It is so elegant. Oh, I've also got this to show you, which I think I'm even more obsessed with. So I've got a few of these tops, but they're usually in a blue stripe. This is a sage green stripe. So for me, oh my gosh, I love this. I could wear this today, actually. I think I might wear this to Alex's. This is so chic. Oh, I love it. But this is the kind of thing that I'd wear like this as well, but I would also wear this with like leggings, like green leggings, my trainers, and I'd go to like a Pilates or yoga class, whatever, the gym. If I'm doing like a smoothie trip, whatever, this is what I would wear to be like chic in workout wear. I am obsessed with this. I think this is what I'm wearing. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Everything's linked down below, but we're wearing this for the rest of the day for sure, for sure. Oh my goodness. But obviously don't forget my discount code. It is valid for a month. So if you change your mind on anything and you're like, maybe, maybe not, maybe yes, maybe later, it's running for an entire month, 27th of March to the 27th of April. It's Lydia M15, and you'll get an extra 15% off on the pieces that I've shown you today, and anything I guess that comes in that time as well. So yeah, all linked down below. Love it. I have been looking for you blooming everywhere. I could not find you, and I realised I'd already packed my bag ready to go to see Alex and Alex, but I've got about half an hour of time to kill, and as you know, I am working on something at the moment, and I need to like get on it. So I've got some work to do. I've stolen Ali's office, seeing as he's not here. I get so jealous of this office, you have no idea. Like honestly, the views over the kitchen garden and over the farmer's fields, oh, I'm so jealous. But anyway, at the moment, what I'm doing is researching things. So basically, I'm researching things for all of the like entertaining that we're going to do over spring summer. I need to sort of like put some thoughts down and just, yeah, I've got to do some testing of things and find some new things. So basically I can't tell you anything at all and you probably hate me, but I'm going to pop you there and I'm going to work away on my laptop and get as much done before I go. And oh, I hate having to turn the screen brightness up on everything. So irritating. Okay. Oops. And you can hear the lovely sounds of the boys chewing. One thing we need to do is to get them a good bed for in Ali's office, because they love being in here when people are in here. Right, so notes has crashed. Fantastic. Right, I'm in the car. It's about 6 o'clock and it has turned. I keep commenting on the weather, but it's turned into the most miserable day ever. It was so windy and blustery this afternoon, and now we have torrential rain again. It's basically what it seems to be doing at the moment is raining really hard overnight, and then you get a bit of sunshine in the day, and the garden is loving it. Oh, it's so nice. Right, heading to Alex's for sushi and a catch up. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day now, and I think I have to obviously like pick and choose my days when I like film with my friends, because sometimes, oh, what is that big shard of light? There we go. Sometimes obviously it makes perfect sense for me to film with my friends. This is not one of those nights, you know, when it's like you're having a really deep chat and it's just not necessary that I vlog it. So yeah, it was more of like a girls' evening where we just, not like the last time where we were laughing lots and having, I mean we were laughing lots, but we were just sort of having like a heart to heart. So I didn't film it, and I got back and did some work until 12:30, so I was up quite late. You can hear the sounds of either Ken arriving, because they're working today at the house, and I am off to London with my husband who is feeling rather delicate today because he went out with the Sister and Hicks boys last night to a special kind of like gala dinner at a private members club in London, and I woke up to the sound of him getting in at 4 AM and I had to get him up at 8 AM, so I think he's going to slowly flag throughout the day, but I'm going to bring supplies of pain relief for him with me. I really like my outfit today. I'm going a bit smarter today because I'm going to London. I've obviously got afternoon tea. I want to make an effort. So I've got on this orange dress from Carolina Herrera. I've got Holland Cooper, my new Holland Cooper coat, but I've taken the fur off of it. And I did my twillies myself on my bag, because I learnt from my essay, he taught me, he basically let me film him doing my twillies on my, when he did the blue ones, and so now I always refer to that video, so I did those myself. I'm wearing High Grove Bouquet fragrance, and I'm gonna get my bag packed because that is the sound of the door. Driving past all of the lambs this morning, huddled under trees. Made it to London, and as you can see it is bright and beautiful. The sun is shining, although it is supposed to rain a little bit later on. We're heading to Sloane Street first. I'm actually a bit early for my MS appointment, so I'm going to head to Chanel there and like kill those birds with one stone. We have arrived.
It's very aggressive. Well,
not kill two birds, but we were going to go to like Chanel and that stuff on Bond Street, but we're going to Bond Street after. You look great, babe, by the way. You don't look, yeah, you don't look like you've had a heavy night.
I feel like a different person.
Yeah, like not in a good way. It was touch and go in the taxi on the way to the station, that's for sure.
Like the train was fine.
Yeah, yeah, that was good.
Calm down, Jerry.
Calm down, Jerry. But yes, so we're going to head to Sloane Street first and enjoy the sunshine whilst it's out. I was thinking that we were going to potentially go for some nice drinks after we've been shopping, but I can drink non-alcoholic kombucha. Do you know what I would rather do? Kombucha.
Yeah, I had one the other day, I'm not going to say where, and it was horrific.
Oh, I had one at Keythorpe Hall and it was delicious.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, I liked it.
It was amazing.
Oh, right.
And then I went and had one somewhere else, so I'm not going to say where it is, because I don't like to badmouth places. Yeah. But it was like drinking vinegar.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was really shocked by their kombucha, that it was so nice.
It was like really fruity.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
This one that I had the other day, it came in a bottle.
Yeah.
So it wasn't homemade. And it just tasted like I was drinking white wine vinegar.
Oh. Yeah. No, but genuinely, like I would rather probably come home, grab the schnoots and go to the pub if we're going to go for a drink.
Okay. I mean, I can drink anywhere.
Yeah. So. Although you've got golf in the morning, so. Yeah. Oh dear.
It's a tough life for me.
Yeah.
Home at 4 AM. Bed
from
at
a lad's night out.
Up at 8 AM. Dragged around London.
Dragged.
I wore my matching orange though to make sure that I look like the team, so if one of us gets lost we can find each other.
Well, Sloane Street is not looking that beautiful. I can smell gas as well.
Really?
Very strong smell of gas. I know, it doesn't actually smell, they make it smell, don't they?
I can smell it also.
Ali's favourite, AP. Just about to... No, it's not your favourite, but we're going to go into Chanel first and have a look around. I'm going to see if they've got these shoes. We just went into Chanel and I was looking for a particular pair of the burgundy flats. They haven't said that they don't exist, but I'm going on the hunt into Harrods instead. I also tried on this kind of...
to try the larger, the width and...
Yes, of the other shoe. So I also tried on...
a V, which is their standard size, and you need to try on a C, which is their wider.
For my wide flipper feet. But yes, I tried on basically a like a champagne-y gold that only Chanel does. I've got the leather on my little wicker vanity case, and finding shoes that match it is so difficult. And it looks like they've got them in. They've got a black toe, so they don't particularly look too summery, but they're so elegant on your feet. So we're gonna go and look at like the shoe area. Oh, doggos! In Harrods now.
So I just asked Lydia to walk left, so she walks right. That's one thing you struggle with in life, is your left and right.
Yeah, honestly, like, I just don't... It was just how much I was like, yep.
The confidence in the wrong decision.
You were so calm with it. You were like, oh wait, left that way, and you're like, yep. We've just finished up at Chanel in Harrods, and the good thing is I've been able to purchase the shoes, but Harrods do refunds on Chanel. Obviously that's not normal, so I've picked them up. I'm going to take them back and I'm going to see if they match the handbag. This is bizarre. I actually can't believe what's going on Sloane Street at the moment. You literally can't cross the road. But anyway, I'm heading for my HERMES appointment now, so let's head inside. We're just having our coffees ahead of choosing the leathers in the best possible china. How wonderful. Inside of that, so well, we've just finished up in HERMES and I got some little accessories, some really nice accessories. I feel like my essay always knows what to show me, and he showed me some accessories. I was like, yep, yep, yep. He showed me this really lovely scarf ring that can also be used as a, like, to make it into a belt. I loved that so much. So I can use my vintage scarves as like belts when I wear like monotonal outfits. But yeah, I'll show you everything when I get home. We're just heading to Burlington Arcade because Ali is going to look for a Globetrotter suitcase and have a little tinker with that, and then it's off to Garrard for afternoon tea. We are currently downstairs designing Ali's dream case with Globetrotter. He's selecting his hardware, his leather, he's choosing his colour. Over here, obviously we have the amazing bar, and these are the two options that he currently has. The Oxblood I feel is a real style statement, but we're going for the chocolate, I think, the brown, with the classic gold hardware and the beautiful leather that pattern is like this. It's absolutely stunning. This collection here is the exclusive collaboration between James Bond 007 and Globetrotter. It's a beautiful navy, very simplistic with the gold rivets and details. It is absolutely gorgeous. We have arrived to Albemarle Street and we're heading into Garrard now for afternoon tea and diamonds.
We've just arrived.
To Garrard.
Sitting down.
About to have some champagne.
With shiny head.
Got a very shiny head apparently.
Very shiny head.
Is that just the light shining off of it?
I do think it is.
Sat right under a spotlight.
Okay, making excuses. Particularly bad.
Shiny.
So what I love about Vampire is it ties these sort of key designs into this piece, but then also it's all about our founding year. So 1735 we were based in the Haymarket, which is like the theatre district of London at the time. So ladies would go off to these parties in the theatre and there's sort of beautiful fans adorned with hard stones like mother of pearl, so that's where sort of the whole story of fanfare originates from. This uses more of a combination of the hard and faceted stones in colour. So something Garrard do really well is colour. It's definitely our forte.
Wow.
So we've got this in sapphire and lapis. We also do it emerald and malachite.
Campaign recently
I need to have this done.
in Madrid, and they did it as part of their
And then the size of these earrings as well are quite nice.
Yes.
So they're not as heavy as the other ones.
That's a really good size actually.
So I think we might have. Do we have some of these upstairs, guys? Or
We got cufflinks.
ah,
We
okay.
get them in pink as well.
Oh, lovely. Yes, please. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was going to say, did you have any sort of pinky
Yeah,
ones?
there we go.
Lovely. We're going in here. Oh my goodness. This is spectacular.
Look at the tiaras.
I could miss them. My goodness.
This is our private Queen Mary suite. So it's
Wow.
named after her consent when the purpose built the building.
With her consent. Oh, nice.
Yeah. So the building was purpose built for us in 1911, and it's incredible really because the way it was built was the idea was to obviously have the showroom downstairs, and then below there is the vaults. It's more kind of like education only.
Amazing.
So and it's very much, and we love to share this space with any of our clients at Garrard's, you know, whether you're here buying a wedding band or you're here purchasing a tiara, you know, it's for everyone in the sense of, you know, once you buy into the brand, you want to make sure that you know the stories and the heritage.
French shower here, so look at this. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm living so many childhood and adult dreams right now. You have no idea.
There's a mirror there.
Oh gosh, yes. I feel like this is my calling in life.
Her late Majesty won her wedding day to Prince Philip. It was loaned to her by her grandmother Queen Mary. And it's the original built on a frame, so it can come off the frame and be worn as a necklace.
Oh.
And again, it was one that Queen Mary commissioned. So if it wasn't for Queen Mary, we wouldn't have many of the tiaras in the collection.
Yeah.
She was quite the collector.
I think I would be too if I was a queen. I'd be like, yep, another one. Oh wow,
So
this is the best day of my life. Other than our wedding day, of course.
you put it on very well, Lydia.
Legend.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like,
Fits it really well.
It's
Suits you.
good. Yeah, you put it in the right position.
That is nice.
oh gosh, yeah, this feels like a real princess crown. She's,
Her leg is
yes, yeah, that's a lovely way of looking at it as well, it is. Oh, I love it. Living my best life, ladies. This is just fantastic. So we are currently in the Queen Mary suite at Garrard, and I'm feeling a little bit lost for words, a little bit overwhelmed, but we're just sitting down for some afternoon tea and I'm about to try on some rings. As I spoke to you earlier, I am kind of in the market for, I don't even want to call it an upgrade. I feel like it's like the next chapter in the story. Ali's literally sweating next to me whenever I say this. But yes, I've been having a wonderful afternoon learning about Garrard and the history, and I've got lots to fill you in on. But first and foremost, I'm going to have some afternoon tea and try on some of their beautiful pieces because they're sparkling at me and it's very exciting.
So this one here is a 1.74 carat.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's a lovely size. 0.12 carats in the band of diamonds. So this is just where you've got that sort of signature motif coming through.
Beautiful.
And on the inside of each Garrard engagement ring is a blue sapphire. So you've got your something blue.
Oh really?
Yeah. That's just like a little personal touch.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's beautiful.
Pink and sapphires
Whereabouts
are so
Just here.
such a big part of our house
I'm gonna get it, I don't think, on camera.
and our heritage. It's sort of a nice nod to that, but also it can be the bright something blue.
That's beautiful. It's such a
Yeah.
thoughtful touch.
I like the colour of that.
It's beautiful. Do people go for these as engagement rings?
Some people, I would say more so with sapphire.
Yes, because it's got that sort of vintage feel, doesn't it?
And aquamarine is part of the same family as emeralds. So emeralds are still, you know, they're still a gemstone, they're still hard in their own right, but they're not as hard as sapphires and diamonds.
That is so beautiful.
Lovely.
My goodness me.
They're very Kate Middleton-esque.
Ooh. I'll take them. Yes, they are. The way that they hug your ear,
Yeah.
they're so comfortable. Oh my goodness, we are home after the most spectacular afternoon with the Garrard team. Lots to tell you about basically, and yeah, but I'm gonna chill for the evening because it's been a long day. I am so impressed that Ali made it through the day. I honestly thought he'd get to like the afternoon and be like, we need to go home. So we're gonna put our comfies on. We've ordered a Chinese. The sausages are happy. And I'm gonna get into my comfies too because it's been a long one. It's been fun and it's been like such a day of leisure, but now we're gonna snuggle on the sofa and have a Chinese. Good morning everyone. I am out in my greenhouse. It is an extremely blustery day and the weather is all over the place. And I'm out here because the house is completely open because we're obviously having the windows and doors painted, and I just thought, with all of them in the house and running around the place, I thought it's probably best for me to come out here and escape to here. Plus I've got so much to do in here, you have no idea. First and foremost, I want to get my rhubarb in. I think I'm like just to the wire with getting my rhubarb in the ground, but looking forward to it. Honestly, if I can make the rhubarb and meadow sweet breakfast pot that they had at Keythorpe, I will be so happy because it was delicious. And I imagine it's one of those things that you just kind of pot up and then keep in the fridge and you just have it every morning. But anyway, stark contrast from the glitz and glamour of yesterday. This morning I am wearing this shirt from Beaufort and Blake. This is the most beautiful sage green gingham shirt. If you remember, I have a bit of an obsession with green gingham, and I love this under this gilet. It's like the perfect layering piece, because I think Ali and I might try and go to the pub later. A stark contrast from yesterday's glitz and glamour of London. I always feel like I live a double life whenever I go to London, because it's all so like fancy and polished and lovely there. And then I come outside and I've got muddy boots on and spend most of my time out here. But as you can see behind me, there are lots of shoots, and excitingly, my sprouter has sprouted all of the pea shoots. I've got my corn sprouting, and even the tiny little seeds, which I cannot remember. I'm going to have to go and watch my own video. I'm going to have to remember to label them. I can't remember what I sprouted now with the little, the tiny little seeds. I'm going to have to look at that. But it's actually worked so well. And I think I'm probably going to use that to start all of my seeds moving forward, especially out here. I can just pop it out here now. Because it just means that I know when I'm putting a healthy seed into the soil, which I think is really, really useful. I'm actually going next week. In fact, when you're watching this, yeah, I'm going next week to Le Manoir to do a micro herbs like course at their kitchen garden at Le Manoir. I am very, very excited for this, because Ali and I have been going to Le Manoir for quite some time, and I've obviously explored their greenhouse many times, but I've never actually done one of their courses. I was supposed to go and do the Charles Dowding one, which was so difficult for me to not be able to do, but unfortunately I was in Madrid at the time, and I was like, no. But regardless, I was like, I'd really like to come down and do one of your gardening courses anyway, because I'm such an amateur at this, so I definitely want to do as much to get as much information as possible. But yesterday, so I did some shopping. I'm going to unbox all of my shopping with you in another video, but you might see some twinkly bits on me at the moment. You might not, who knows. But basically, I was invited to the Garrard boutique on Albemarle Street, and I was not prepared for how fantastic this brand is. And I actually want to go and do a little bit more research. Even though we got the most spectacular history lesson from Charlie, I want to go and do some more sort of digging and research on this brand, because I didn't do any ahead of schedule, and I wanted to, I was itching to, but I really wanted to hear it from them first and sort of see what my first impressions are. And first of all, walking in, it is such an incredible space. For me, I was really passionate about doing this day because this is a British brand, and this is actually, from what I understand, the oldest jeweler in the world. And I didn't know this, and I feel like, I don't know if anyone's watching this, and you might be at that stage in your life where you're thinking about engagement rings, perhaps you're looking for, I don't know, your next engagement ring. But you'll remember when Ali and I got engaged, I got engaged with a Tiffany ring, and I felt like that was just sort of like, I mean, I love Tiffany, and I have loved Tiffany for many, many years, but obviously my style has evolved so much that I wish I'd known more at the time and known more about the British jewellery brands on offer. And I definitely have a different style when it comes to my engagement ring now, and I know that there are people that find it very, very strange, that are very sentimental over their engagement rings. I think I always knew that I was going to be one of those people that evolved with their rings. I can't imagine wearing the same ring for the rest of my life, and that's not to say that I'm going to sell them. I'm actually thinking about having my Tiffany ring made into a necklace. I'm not sure, I'm kind of thinking about it, but they'll always be a part of my jewellery and a part of my story. But I have this passion for jewellery that I very much got from my grandma, and I was just kind of like, I wish I'd known more about British jewellery brands, and especially Garrard, because if you don't know, you will actually be familiar with a lot of Garrard pieces, and I'm sure that there will be many of my audience that are watching this and they're like, Lydia, please, we've known about Garrard for such a long time. There will be people that don't. And Garrard, actually, it was the Garrard ring that Princess Diana had, so that very, very famous sapphire that I feel like has influenced rings for the years afterwards. I believe Kate Middleton now has it. Don't quote me on that, I'm not too sure. But they designed that ring. Princess Diana walked in and saw the ring and fell in love with it, basically, and that was a very, very iconic ring. Now you see lots and lots of pieces like that around, but it is Garrard that designed that ring that she actually wore. And they now have a collection that is basically like centered around that style. It's called 1735. And they do earrings, they do necklaces, and I tried on the most spectacular ring. If I haven't shown you in this, I'll pop the story that I got of me wearing this ring, because I definitely think for my next engagement ring, I will swap out that sapphire for a diamond, because it was exquisite. But it had, the one that I liked was a double cluster, so it has the two halos around the sort of main stone. So yes, that's one piece that you'll probably be familiar with, and the other one is their tiaras. Now that is something that is really, really steeped in the Garrard history, and that was what I was doing. I was there to try on their tiaras, and that was such an experience. So I felt so lucky to be doing that. And basically the tiara that the Queen, the late Queen, was wearing on our banknotes, so that very, very, I mean, you'll know it. Obviously it will be sadly changing soon, but that particular tiara is a Garrard tiara, and all of the ones that were there were obviously Garrard. The one that Meghan Markle wore, which I loved, I really, really loved that, because it's almost quite unique in the Garrard tiaras, and I really feel like that is so heavily now associated with Meghan. That's part of her legacy with the royal family, and I know that there's lots of different situations with them, and I know that people feel really like different polar opposites about her, but I think she's lovely, and I really, really loved the opportunity to try that on, because I got to try that on, and it was very, very lovely. Like, such a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I'm not going to do the history lesson any justice. Charlie was absolutely incredible at like sharing all of her knowledge with us, but the other collection that I really, really fell in love with was their Tudor Rose collection. And this was a really special find for me. I think if you're anywhere around my age, you will have studied the Tudors at school. And if you're not familiar, basically the Tudor Rose is, I think, a symbol of either unity or peace. And it's the coming together of the two roses, the white rose and the red rose. And it's very, very hugely, it's almost become a symbol of Britain. The Tudor Rose is very, very heavily linked to our history and our culture. And this was a really special find for me, because about a year and a half ago I bought a Van Cleef & Arpels necklace, again because I wasn't really sure what I wanted. I knew that my wedding necklace was obviously tarnished, I need to send that off still, and I bought this necklace, and it's kind of a, I don't know, I'm sort of, it was a very, very beautiful piece. I'm still thinking I'm going to keep it because it's very, very lovely, but I wanted something that was much more heavily linked to British history. And so when they showed me this collection, this truly is such a wonderful, I shouldn't really show you because I've got to show you this in my next video, but I loved this as an addition to a stack, and just when you look at it up close, it is just exquisite. They do a whole collection. There's drop earrings, which I'm really saving up for. There's studs, there's necklaces, there's lots of different things. So mainly for me, I was really excited because I think that there's obviously a lot of jewelry houses that get huge amounts of coverage, especially in certain demographics, and I think my older generation that watch my YouTube videos will be fully like aware of Garrard, but perhaps maybe my younger audience, which there's not huge amounts of you, but my younger audience, maybe if you're at that point where you're like thinking about engagement ring styles, they have some truly, truly beautiful pieces there. And there's actually, like, one of their rings is very much inspired by Meghan Markle's, which was unreal. Like, the shoulders on this ring were truly, truly wonderful. So yes, just in case you're in the market, I thought I would take you along with me and show you that. It was wonderful to have been invited into that space. So you can't book that space, but for Garrard clients, it is often offered to them as a wonderful experience to go and have afternoon tea there. So if you are a Garrard customer and you haven't experienced that, I would drop a hint with whoever it is that you deal with there, because I think that that would be a lovely, lovely option. And they made it all gluten-free for me, which was really lovely. And yeah, we just had the loveliest day. And then we came home and went to bed as early as humanly possible. Ali has got up to go and get his hair cut, and we're waiting to see if he's playing golf today. I really want to go down to the pub, but for me personally, I've got lots to do today in the kitchen garden. I kind of have to plan out where my rhubarb is going to go, because I don't actually know where to put it at this moment in time. This is not what I wasn't planning to do rhubarb this year, so I bought these two red champagne rhubarb crowns, and this is sweet tasting and an early variety. It's very easy to grow, plant autumn or spring, so I think I'm going to be quite good with this one. I'm going to get that in. I'm also going to start sowing some seeds. I want to get some parsnip seeds in. I don't know if we're past the last frost. I don't know, because this weather is truly bizarre at the moment. It's not as warm as it should be in March, and we are 5-6 days away from April, so yes, I'm hoping this means we're going to have a really, really hot summer. But yes, I've also come out here and seen that my cosmos are sprouting out here, which is making me extremely excited. I'm going to give everything a quick water and some TLC. We've got the first leaves coming up on this spinach. We have, I mean, these guys are just, it looks like I grew these professionally. This is just, oh, wonderful. Nothing from the cauliflowers or the spring onions, although I have my spring onion plugs to plant, so that's not too bad. I've also got these, so I'm going to give everything a good tinkle. Now that I've chewed your ear off for a good amount of time. Oh, I've also got some lettuce coming up as well, which makes me very, very happy. This makes me very happy. Do you know what I love the most? I don't know if I'll be able to see it on here just yet. Oh, that's my favourite thing. When the little sprouts come out the bottom. Oh, so cute. Right, tinkles, come on. Let's give you your tinkles. Well, it is certainly blustery today, and I cannot talk to you outside. So I've planted my rhubarb and they're under the forces. I have planted my shallots as well, just in front, because actually onions work really, really well as a companion plant for rhubarb. So I've done those. Now, I think I'm going to try and get the seeds that I've sprouted inside into some pots out here to get them growing in strength, so that I can start sprouting some more seeds, because there's quite a few that I still have to plant, like cucumbers. The sun keeps shining absolutely beautifully, but at the moment it's just focusing on getting as many seeds sown as possible, and I find it so therapeutic just being out here in this space. I feel so happy that I've got it and that I actually took the plunge. It was one of those things, I know I say it all the time, but it's one of those things that I'm just forever grateful for. The only thing I'm a little bit annoyed about is I ordered my agri frames like 6 days ago, and it said that they should be here in 3 to 5 days. So I've just emailed them to find out where they are, because I'd really like to get those positioned and start planning what's going to be growing on each one. I've obviously got to think of my sweet peas and things like that, because I'm going to have flowers for the first year. So I'm honestly very, very excited. But yes, that is the plan of action for the next stage. So I've been sorting some little pots that I'm going to fill with soil and get my healthy seeds, which I'm going to bring out and show you, ready to go basically. And I've remembered what the other ones were. I believe they're tomatoes. They're my moneymaker tomatoes, I believe. So I can hopefully get those into pots once they're sort of sprouting just a little bit more. But yes, very much enjoying being out here. Even though it's sunny, it's just joyous, absolutely joyous. I have bought my pea shoots from Highgrove out into the greenhouse, and I also have my corn. So I'm going to put these corn into obviously little pots so that they can start growing, and then I can transfer them outside. These pea shoots are going to go into this little trough that I got from Amazon. If you want the sprouter as well, that's from Amazon. I'm just going to basically lay these on top of some soil and let them do their thing, and then I'm going to use the pea shoots as decoration for food. There we go, all in the soil. Now I'm going to sprinkle some soil over the top and give it a good water. Look at that sprout out the side of my head. I think that that's in honour of all of my little sprouts behind me. I have done the pea shoots and now I am placing my corn into these little pots here. I really like this new method that I'm doing because I know that I'm putting a healthy seed into the ground, and also if I want to I can gift some of the seeds, because I'm going to do about 8 of the corn, but maybe I should do more. I think I'm going to try and do more, I think, because corn I really like, and if I sow too many I just donate them to people around my area. Basically I'll give them to neighbours and they can just either grow some corn or whatever. So as you can see, little shoot, little root, and it just goes into the pot like so. You just cover it over. Here we go. Well, it has been super busy in here, but I've got lots done. Sweet corn is in its little pots with some of its little shoots coming up through already. These are the ones that I germinated in this special germinator, and then this is the pea shoots. I've also pruned my bay trees. I'll pop a little video to the side here of me pruning these up because they were so badly frost damaged, and I needed to get rid of as much of the foliage as possible. So they're a little bit small now, but they're still my lovely lollipop trees, so that's fine. They're also looking very lovely with this greenery in the bottom. I wish I'd kind of done a bit more, to be honest. Looking good in here. We were going to go to the pub in our village, but we're actually going to go to Carrie's pub instead. So I'm going to clean up my camera, give myself a little bit of a spruce up, but I'm not going to do too much because we're just going to the pub, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Oh, one of the other things that I did is I actually companion planted some lettuce into my asparagus bed because they work really well together. So I've done a decorative border of lettuce to the bed because it takes quite a while for the greenery to come through, and I think that I'll use a lot of the lettuce, but it means that I'm not taking up space elsewhere. I've also companion planted it with my shallots, so fingers crossed we'll get a nice little crop of those. My next step is to get some germinated seeds into the beds for parsnips, and I need to do some carrots as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure them out and do it properly this year because I massively over sowed, did too many seeds and it was just jam-packed. So I want it to look a little bit more uniformed and decorative. So yes, and I'm basically working my way around understanding crop rotations and crop companion planting as well. But that is the first time I've pruned my bay trees, and I feel very confident in that now. Now I just hope they survive. You can hear the sounds of Ali in the shed. He is just putting up his wall lights in there so we can go and have a look at those. But I'm gonna have a bit of a tidy up and finish up for the day. Well, it is someone's or some two's first ride in the new Range Rover. Isn't it nice? You like it? You like it? You like it, boys? Such good boys and so smart in your tweed. So we are heading to Carrie's for some dinner and then to the pub. I'm wearing a Beaufort and Blake shirt. This is the brushed kind of cotton classic white shirt. I always feel like this is what I wear underneath my layers when I'm heading to the pub. I've got a gilet, which I'll probably take off, and then my all day everyday coat, and we are good to go. The truffle snafflers are in the back making their bed. Right, let's go. What is this alfalfa sprout? You can tell I've been in the garden all day. We're having raclette on baked potatoes by the fire. Come on, Moo. Barclay has already taken a Mr. Whippy style poo in Carrie's kitchen. He likes to christen where he's going. No, I think he potentially had a little bit of an upset tummy. He was trying to let us know in the car, bless him. But this is what we've been doing. We've been having raclette. So we put our little cheese under here and fill it up with all of this stuff. I haven't actually shown you before, but I'm currently on wine duty. And Carrie has this, which is a Ninja, is it? Yeah, a Ninja, which looks blooming incredible.